Good afternoon, all. Midday review. Just trying to put my office back together here. Wow, that was a busy morning. Miss JD, thank you very much. So I got more messages today than I think I ever have, actually, to be really honest and frank about wins. Great morning for a lot of folks. That's good. So that's awesome. We are November 8th. Why is this date ringing a bell? November 7th, November 8th. I'm forgetting something. But anyway, November 8th, 12:01 p.m. Eastern Time. Here, where I am in the islands, it's, or on the island of Dominican, on the North Shore, is 1:01. So it's an hour different now, so I'm a little confused, and the computers are all mixed up, and it was a crazy morning, but I'll do my best here. And I have to be out of here in 25 minutes. I have a one of our partners is in for lunch, so I've got to meet him. So we're going to do this real fast. 12:01, November 8th, yeah, midday review. Okay, here we go. If you have any charts that you want reviewed, put them in as soon as possible in the process, if you don't mind, because I'm going to cut out. When I cut out, I'm going to go fast. So BTC, yes, previous highs, testing it. I wouldn't want to be short. There's all kinds of reasons for it. You look at my Twitter feed, but I think it's going to be one heck of a session coming up here. Midday reviews, good that you're here. I've been promising forever to get these videos and charts out, and this is absolutely the last day that I have available to do it, because I'm starting to drill down on my trades, and the guilt is overwhelming me. Pardon me. So anyway, you're going to see me between now and Christmas get really, really aggressive. So I will have to. It's my last chance to get the charts out and the videos out, so I'll do that tonight. Again, many thousands of apologies. I'll make it up to you with great trades. AAOI popped last night after earnings. I was not even considering selling, and it came off, and I thought, oh boy, so people are going to be mad at me. And now it's recovering, and soon I'll be adding. That's AAOI. Free trade room. If you're watching this video, wouldn't hurt you to get in there and share some ideas and learn a bit as things fly by. Biggest sizing of the year in oil trade here. This trade, by the way, started out bad. I started out with a 1/10 position, 57.53. It came off, and then I explained on the feed what I was going to do, and then I hammered right down this morning on the down, and got in 6/10 size. So for me, that's huge, and it turned out to be a really, really decent trade. And there's more coming in oil. Oil is going to be a big, big deal here, along with its micro plays and standard equities. This one chart set up stock RSI versus price has likely net me more ROI than any other of my ROI value, except for our models, with the exclusion of our models. This is really simple in terms of how you read it. If price is going up, especially on a wider time frame like the 30-minute, and the stock RSI is going down, that's extremely bullish. So at that point right there, when it started happening, when you get that divergence, the shorts, that's their early tell. It also had the 30, I mean the 200 MA on the 30. It also came out of its triangle, and of course it was very bullish, and volume was coming in. There's all kinds of other reasons, but this is an absolute. You just know that nobody's selling when that happens. Price is going up and stock RSI is going down. It just means that the bulls are absolutely set in and not moving. There's just no chance for a short in that situation, and not a bad time to look at a long. VRX up 8%. I think it's come off now, 5.7%. So that's good. So my trading plan with VRX was to allow it to get over the 100. I wanted to execute so bad, but I didn't because I wanted to cool. So my trade plan is for it to be over the 100, get established over the 100, cool, and here's what's going to happen underneath here. There's going to be a series of what we call sidewinders set up here. So when price is above these MAs and the 50 comes through the 200 and it comes through the 100 and then the 20 starts doing it, there's going to be a series of sidewinders and you're going to see a whole series of breakouts. Watch the resistance up here at 1741-ish. But this is my number one watch for tomorrow morning beyond, I guess, well, there's a few others. I shouldn't say number one, Bitcoin, of course, oil. Oil's going to get really aggressive. Sorry, 2 seconds here. I just got to make a reply here. Sorry, there's all kinds of members and all kinds of trades today. Okay, so I was at VRX, yeah, so I wanted it to cool. So, I'm trading early in the morning. If you're ever in pre-market, it opens at 4. I'm always in it. You can always message me, and I can always open the room too if folks want me to at any time. Just so you know, because I'm trading anyway, like things are happening. If I'm not trading, I'm charting or I'm doing whatever, but I'm always up at the time. Typically 2 a.m. at the latest. So if I get sleep, it's earlier in the evening kind of thing. So where are we here? Then, so that's VRX, Bitcoin, VRX, the 100 MA, AAOI, you know the story there. I love that read. Addicted to the crack. I'm normally not one of these guys with the cars, but man, that one I like. Here's your earnings list. If you want to do some chart study. The wind trade, I'm out of that, so that went okay. It wasn't fantastic, but 146 to 152-ish. 146 is 146.86. ONCS, never did get into that today. The pre-market video will explain that, and this kind of explains it with the 50%, the $2. All the cryptos up. HTGM, I was really expecting more out of this, and it might go here soon. This was supposed to be LACDF, setting up, and one of our members in the free room advised. And Leanne, congratulations, Leanne. I don't know if she's in the room right now, but fantastic. She turned from blood red when she first came to me. Humbled herself totally, and we just about beat each other to a pulp, and she's done it. So that's awesome. Anything else? Oh, gold. Yeah, this is important. So gold, this stock RSI is threatening, but also, what was it? Yeah, it's the stock RSI on gold on the weekly, threatening to the long side, if you look at it close. Snap, I'm going to trade through this one and just come up with a profit. So for me, it's, soon I'll be hitting the lows and trading through it. AAOI, I warned of a squeeze coming, and now I see all the experts talking about it. This is a big deal, by the way. China's 10 cent. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, major position. Anything else we got to talk about here? CME says they're going to tame Bitcoin. Okie dokie with their futures program. I think that's it. Okay, so much better day than yesterday. Yesterday was really chippy for me. And going between now and Christmas, it's going to be a wowza session. Mark my words, mark it on the wall. What's my average in AAOI? I'm not sure, I'd have to check. It's on the feed, on the swing alert feed, but I would have to check. Okay, so XBT USD, what I'm going to do is, well, I got to leave this one up, but HTGM, so I'm going to clean this up and run charts here real quick. So HTGM, I mean, yeah, the way to trade HTGM, by the way, is on the 200 on the 5. If it fails, wait for it to get it back and go. That's high on my watch list too. But I'm going to publish all these videos tonight, so I'll reassemble all this. IZEA was one of the ones that I was watching this morning. It hit the resistance I had marked out in pre-market, and it just hasn't done much since. And it's not my favorite trade scenario. The way it trades. ONCS, same thing. Not as far as the upside resistance, but as far as where it hit on the chart. I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll get followed through, but I'm more interested in the other ones I've been talking about. VRX, you know, my trading plan there. So I'm going to get that off the screen. I'll probably start trading that pre-market tomorrow. FNJN, testing the other side of it's 200. It alarmed today, and earnings are coming up. So add alert, crossing value 200 MA, 200 MA. Okay, I gotta just look at XBT USD real quick. Okay, so here it comes. If this gets out of hand, I apologize. I'll have to cut this short because there is kind of an opportunity of a lifetime sitting up here. Okay, FF and JN. Okay, so that's done. And then SPI. So the stock RSI on stock RSI is curling up on Bitcoin on the 30-minute right now, and it's about to break previous highs. So we actually have some serious action here. Yeah, it's about to break previous highs, which is a really big deal. So you just have to bear with me for a few seconds here. Trading 76.20. My trading 76.24. I'm just releasing some long here real quick, and then I'll probably re-enter. Wow, it won't take my execution. Their platform, it really slows down when the squeeze starts. Like my execution's in. Wow. How long did that take? 20 seconds or more? Wow. What? What? a second here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. That was not good. Sorry. It's going to give me 2 seconds here. Something happened there. Miss execution. Dang. This platform, when it squeezes, man, you just can't get your executions through and all kinds of funky stuff. Wow. This is going to be a quick style, I think. Unreal. Off it goes. Well, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so SPI, nothing there. I've been asked by a number of people to review the AAOI chart and give them an idea of the setup here. Quite simply, it's just oversold, in my opinion. It's a great company. I've been saying that since day one on all the videos. For me, it's identical to the Juno scenario. I think it'll triple its bottom. Juno did, but it took 6-7 months. It doesn't mean I'll be right again on the daily. So this, you just have to kind of ignore the fact that I'm using, well, why don't we put the right indicators up here that you guys are used to. Okay, sorry guys. When money is being made or at risk, I've got to respond to people. Okay, so this is your standard oversold in my opinion, and what you got is you got a stock RSI that's heading straight up on the daily. So I would, if I was thinking about entering this trade, I'm already in it, but I'm going to add So it's the same thing for me. What I do is I bring it down in a tighter time frame, but first you want the MA, at least one MA secured. So the 20 is secured now. So AAOI, Snap, and VRX I'll probably trade in pre-market tomorrow, or in the open. But the bottom line is that once you've got an MA secured, then you just watch in between the MAs for your resistance, right? And then your standard resistance areas. But you want to bring it down on tighter time frames, 15, 35, and 1, and trade your stock RSI to get your entries. So when your stock RSI is at the bottom, and preferably on your 30, if you can get it there, that's the problem in these scenarios. Right now you can't, but tomorrow at some point it's going to come down, and then you bring it down in your 15 and your 5 and your 1, and if you can get it down on all of them, that's the ideal scenario, is to hit it when the stock RSI is at the bottom. But that's what this play is going to come down to. They always come down to that. I mean, this is quite a bounce, and I would expect, well, I tweeted that I expect an epic short squeeze here. So that's how you do it. Let's take a look at some of the plays today. If anybody has charts that I haven't seen that you want me to look at, just re-put them in if you don't mind. It's just I can't see the feed. I can only see the most recent comments. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on here. KBSF, that's a low floater. I've traded it before. It's not easy to trade, and technicals don't matter here. This is a squeeze on a low float. In these scenarios where the technicals don't matter and it's just a simple squeeze, you got to go down the 5 minute and you got to trade the 5 minute. And I've explained a number of times on videos, how to trade this, trade the 5 minute, but for sure try and get that stock RSI back down. That's number one for your entries. And you're really trading the stock RSI. That's KBSF, ONCS. I don't like this one a lot, but who knows? Like I said, it might get followed through. Here we are with a bump over the 200, and like I always say, it's going to end up coming back to an MA. So at this point, you're just FOMO if you're entering. If you're missing out, FRTA, I'd be very careful with this. So your earnings are on its way, and it's under the 200 MA. It has the 100, but not the best time to enter it. DGLY, not for the faint of heart. Doesn't hold its technical supports, and it just keeps going down. So caution, 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 caution. APEI. APEI is the same kind of scenario as the other there. I can't remember if it was FRTA, but pop way over the 200, and this thing gets aggressive to the downside. I was looking at it earlier today, and anyway, these ones are not easy charts today. Like they're for people that are right on top of their charts all of the time. TCS never holds its gains ever, so short it. But remember last time it went 4 or 5 days before the short was good, but it's setting up as a short. IZEA, same kind of scenario. It just doesn't hold, and I'd be cautious. I don't know. I would be extremely cautious. Earnings surprise, yeah. I seen that earlier today, and I don't know. I'd still be cautious. charts have a memory like muscles, and you just have to kind of respect that. And that's the issue with IZEA. MBI, bottom bounce on earnings, and testing the 200. Another aggressive. You see how aggressive these charts are? Golly, I can't give you a thesis to support long or short in this one. This one I don't know. OPHT. I didn't see this one earlier, so this one snuck up on me. Bottom play. I don't know. They must have had news, but I didn't actually. I reviewed them before I got on because I knew I had to do a quick call. Oh, I don't know anything about that one. I'm sorry, but it's a bottom play and it's between the 100 and the 200. You could play that range. You bring it down on the 5 when it gets close to the 100, and the stock RSI is at the bottom and curls up, hit it. DEPO up 19.30%, bottom play. I do know a little bit about this one, and I do know that there's a fairly good probability that this is going to continue at least to the underside of its 200 MA. That's my call on it, but it's a little early right now. Like, what you'd want to do is bring it down on the 5, you know, and know where that 100 MA is on the daily, and when it bounces off it on the 5, you know, start entering there. Boy, oh boy, Bitcoin is rocking here now. Serious squeeze. DEPO, MITK, up 17.94%. It's bounced right off its 200 MA. Earnings was a small surprise. It might go, you know. It's not the best chart. It's lost its 200 before, but this might go. But I'd wait for it to come back to an MA. LEU, caution, caution, caution. Lots of caution. Low float. I did very well on this one in its last supernova about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was, a year and a half ago, I think. Late 2015 actually is when it was, early 2016. Over its 200, but the technicals don't matter. The only thing that matters here is day trading, and you bring it down to the 5 and follow the rules on the 5 minute. PLNT, definitely don't hold LEU. PLNT, and I won't get into all the reasons. Planet Fitness, trending stock, pop way above its MAs and 200, and it's an earnings surprise. It's probably a really good one as a long-termer, but let it come back to the MAs. Don't chase this in FOMO. I hate to sound like a broken record, but that's the story of the day today. These charts that we're looking at, there's two things. There's three. There's the ones that don't hold their gains. There's the ones that are good trending stocks. You just got to let them come back to their 200 MAs, and then there's the really aggressive charts. This is one that doesn't hold its gains. Well, it's got both aggression and doesn't hold its gains. So that's FFHL. CMCM. I didn't look at this one either earlier. I don't know why I missed it. Indicators are all up, volume's way up. It has its 200, and I can't tell you anything about it. You'd have to research yourself. It doesn't, you know, at first glance, it doesn't look like a great chart, but I don't know enough about this to know. But it does have its 200, so you could always research it. IVC. So, I hate to be this way, but I actually like this one, and it's not because of the chart. I'm not a what's the right word? I'm a systematic trader, right? So for me to tell you that I like this one as a company, you have to take that with a grain of salt, because I'm not the expert there. But I do like this company, and I am considering it, and I'm just going to see how this action goes with these previous highs here. But I have a sneaking suspicion that you're going to see this one come out of the bowl, and you're going to see this one up here at 2040, and then that'll be the test for the next previous high at 2383. But I wouldn't doubt. So if you're, you know, if you're thinking if you're thinking that this type of sizing play is for you, really dig into this one. Where did they, well, anyway, why don't I put an arrow on it? I want to just make sure when I see, well, here, I'll put a rocket on here. When I see the video, that I stop on this one. I think that's what you're going to see on this one. So that's IVC. I really like it. And sorry, give me 2 seconds here. 77, 29. Well, while we're in this midday, I just made 1% on a trade in Bitcoin. Leveraged, of course, 50 times. These trades are taking very long to go through, to be executed on their end. I'm saying I made the money, but well, there's my execution. Yeah, 100%. Nice trade. Bitcoin is going to get fun, like trading again. QTNA, when I looked at this earlier, I just immediately just went, no. I mean, you could day trade the bounce, but I can't give you anything technically on it. So that's really what's going on the charts today. There's a few good ones in there. I kind of skipped over them. Sorry guys, I apologize that this hasn't been the best midday, but yeah, as far as the downs, I didn't like any that I looked at. MYO is one that you may want to look at, you know, if you really know how to trade. But Snap, of course, I'm going to be trading. I think it's overdone. So I'll be trading that tomorrow morning. What else was in here? Yeah, that's it. Wix is interesting, but I'm just not there with it. But you might want to look at that. But I don't know. Yeah. So I'm going to get these videos out. My priority tonight is going to be all the swings. So I'm going to get all my videos out. I'm going to get all my swings out. And I know I've said it 100,000 times, but tonight I don't have a choice because it's over as of tomorrow, because it's now into that last session of trade between now and Christmas where I have to hammer down. So I'm going to go and meet this partner I have to go meet. By the way, oil just shot right through the targets to the upside, right to the quad wall, and pretty incredible action that's happening in oil. I'm going to let that cool too, by the way. So when those kind of things happen, let stuff cool down, you know. But when you've got positive, divergent, bullish activity or bearish, let things cool down and then go. Right? Don't take the first round unless you time it properly. But don't do FOMO because that'll kill you. So I apologize, but I'm going to run, and so the room will be open for the afternoon, and I'll get all the trade setups out tonight. That's my priority. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate the patience. Bye.